Welcome back to Car Chats, episode 115. Tonight we're going live with Trew Khonsequencez out of North Carolina. They're about to jump in and send me a request, and we're going to get this going. Diamonds Rising, the sponsor as always. Hope everybody's had a great start to the week so far. Other than that, if you're going to tap in now. I'm about to go live with them. There they are.
Yo.
What's up, man? What's going on, man? How's everybody doing?
Everybody doing good.
Good. All right, so before we start, why don't we choose who's going to introduce themselves first so we can get each of your names as solo artists, and then we'll talk about Trew Khonsequencez.
I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. Yo, I'm treating that Devano, half of Trew Khonsequencez.
And my name Elite, the other half of Trew Khonsequencez.
And you guys are blood-related family members, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Cousins, first cousins at that.
And you guys are out of what part of North Carolina are you out of? Kinston?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Kinston.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I know Big V put me on to you guys. Well, he put me on to Elite, and then Elite requested if you guys could both come on. So I was cool with that. So that's all good. Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for coming on. Why don't you tell the people who aren't in the live that don't know you and who will be watching this after what you guys do together as a duo? Are you both artists, or one's a producer, one's an artist?
No, it's yeah, we both artists, and I'm the producer. I'm the man behind the sound.
Yeah, and he does the mixing too. So
yeah.
he's a man of many hats and many hands, but he only got two hands. You know what I mean?
I feel you. And how long have you been a duo for?
And it was in what, 99?
Yeah, around 99. Yeah, around I was 8 and he was 18. He was still we was both still in school when all this happened. So yeah. He got me on into rapping because he been doing it. He got me on into it and all. So we've been a duo for a long time, forever.
Yeah.
So before you guys became a duo, you were doing music beforehand?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I was in the background. I was kind of like the hater, because he was kind of blowing up before me. So I'm like, how you gonna say that blow up before me? We supposed to be like this, but he was doing his thing way before me.
And how do you guys find you work with each other? Because I know sometimes it's difficult to work with family. I mean,
it's easy with us, man. It's no problem with us, man. It's we always come together as one, and just do it.
Yeah, it's all about the energy. We feed off each other,
staying consistent and everything.
Yeah, he mostly will help me in between flows and all that. Do it this way, or we gonna do it like this. Most of the time, he comes up with the subject matter. Yeah, and I just go from there.
Yeah, I send him beats and whatever, and he'll go from there, and we'll come in the studio and just rock.
Yeah, that's mostly how we can get along. That fine.
And with the name Trew Khonsequencez, where does that come from?
It's it's just something I thought of. It's basically, what I'm saying, it's no matter what you do, or what I'm saying, what you do in life, everything you do is a good has a good consequence and a bad consequence. So no matter what you do, it's all. And then the true part is you just staying true to yourself, just being who you are.
Yeah,
staying true to yourself.
And so what kind of message are you trying to convey with the music you put out? Because I know when I was talking to Big V, he said you're more the I forget what words he used, but the more personal growth type music. You know what I mean? Positive energy, positive uplifting type music.
Yeah.
If you listen to the record, Stay True, that mostly tells you everything about, hey, just be consistent, stay true to yourself, don't have to worry about nobody.
Yeah, be yourself.
Yeah, and all that other stuff, don't even let it stop you from being who you are.
So a lot of artists then that it's like they try to be somebody that they're not. It's like they try to pretend to be somebody that they're not, when you can just be your authentic self. Just be yourself.
Being yourself will get you far, and being yourself don't get you so many friends, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
So, you know.
Yeah, and who are some early influences for? Well, let's start with your cousin. Who are some of your earlier influences in music?
I say Petey Pablo, Busta Rhymes, Leaders of the New School, Salt and Pepper, Will Smith, Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas, people like that.
So
Wu-Tang.
There's a broad type of sense of artistry that you work with. Then you have a good sense of different types of artists that you're inspired from. And what about you, Elite? How about you?
Let's see. You got LL Cool J for me. You got Nelly, T.I. You have, of course, Jay-Z. Lord. It's a lot, but it's kind of hard to name. Red and Meth.
Oh yeah.
Tech Nine. Them.
Anybody in North Carolina, is there any underground artists there that you were inspired by starting out?
I'm gonna just say no. I was inspired by him. I say when he was in the projects and he put out his first record, which I'm gonna just go ahead and say this little story behind his record. He wrote the record for me, but as he's rapping the record to himself, he was like, "Look, man, I was gonna give you this, but it sounds so damn good coming out of my mouth, so I'm gonna use it." And hey, so that was my inspiration.
And how long? So you guys have been doing it for that long. Are you guys more recognized as a duo or as solo artists?
A duo.
At one point, it was like mostly. Like I say, mostly it was solo at one point.
Yeah.
But then when we started doing more records together, like when we did our first record together, and they found out that I was rapping the way I was, they like hearing more stuff between me and him.
And you know what I'm saying? The beat they keep it always real with you. It's actually three of us, but the other one's not here.
He's in California.
Which is my brother. He's not here. He's in California. So together, when it's just me and him, we're Trew Khonsequencez. But when it's just all three of us, we're the K-Town Coalition.
And what's your you said it's your brother that's with you guys?
My brother.
Yeah. We're all family. We're really cousins, but we're close like brothers.
Yeah.
And his name is Shaolin Rage. He's a huge Wu-Tang fan.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming he gets the Shaolin from the Wu-Tang.
Yeah. He does. He really does.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And
he's in California. Is he pursuing music out there?
Oh yeah.
He produces. He raps too, and he does his own graphic design. Actually, he has a album coming out soon. I think it's called Rhyme and Rage.
Yeah,
he has one.
Yeah, you're right.
And what about you guys? You have an album in the works?
Yeah, we got a lot of music that we don't put out. When we put out, we've been putting out music like year after year. So we got a lot of songs, a lot of music out there.
Our previous project was a K-Town Collision project, and we dropped that I want to say a year ago.
Yeah, last year.
So yeah.
Then we got another one that we dropped on 2021 called it's good to be true.
Yeah, it's good.
And you can get that on
Spotify
and all the other digital websites too.
All right, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that the one that you guys just recently dropped last year is the one that Big V sent me to check. Is that the one that Stay Trew's on?
Yeah. Cause like I say, I dropped my project this year. Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
Me and his project. It's good to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was the response to that?
It's good. It's going good.
People still eating it up. They still
eating it up. And actually, we got one more video to do off that project. We done did videos for every record.
Yeah, every record up there.
And who out there shoots your videos? Because I know Big V's a director himself. Are you there any done by
He does.
Big V?
Yeah, Big V, he shoots all our videos.
Oh, okay.
Like from 2018, from February 2018 to now, he shot our videos.
Okay. And what's the creative process like for you guys? Like, do you guys just send each other, or you work in the same room all the time, or is it back and forth?
We work in the same room. Like, well, recording wise, we're in the same room. But if we're like, doing, writing rhymes or whatever, we're in our own space. And then we try to come together. That's how we normally would work. Because at one point, we would write rhymes in his room. He would be in one side of the room. I'll be on the other side. And then when it's time to record, we just all come together. Because it's kind of like our own space.
And to be honest with you, we don't even write. It just comes from the head.
Yeah, like I haven't wrote nothing in like 9 years.
I ain't wrote nothing since 2016.
You don't put a pen to a pad, or you don't write down anything.
Nah. It's just you
just flow from the head.
You just flow as you go. As
So
long as you know how to do it.
Your Jay-Z and Wayne shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And Common too. Common,
that's true.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them that do it.
94.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them nowadays.
Yeah.
So what made you change from writing it all down to just going straight off the dome?
It's just, I feel like it was time for me to do that. Like my dad, like rest in peace, but my dad and my cousin, like one day, you gonna put that pencil and pad down. So I'm like, nah, I'd rather stick to writing. But and then like afterwards, it just sort of coming out naturally. Like I tried to write some stuff, and then I couldn't do it. And then when I like really just put the pen and pad down, it just sort of coming out naturally from the head. So
yeah, and for me, I can't read my own handwriting. My handwriting is crap. So I can't do it.
I've had that issue with my own writing back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, after a while, I got tired of saying, "Wait a minute, I know I ain't put that on no piece of paper. I know I ain't." I don't do it.
So,
do you write your rhymes, or do you come from the head? Do you write yours?
When I was making music consistently, I was still writing them down, but I write them and I memorize it and then go record them, basically memorized. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like I'm reading off a script and shit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So you still doing music?
I'm getting back into it.
Okay.
Slowly but surely. I'm doing this right now, but slowly but surely I'll be back into it.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
And so, do you fan base? Do you have a big fan base in North Carolina right now?
Yeah. It's in North Carolina, but it is bigger in other states.
It's expanding
because more
even
people
in other countries. We fell in love in other countries.
Where are some of the countries that you're getting fans from that you're surprised about?
Like where you from? Canada, Japan, Poland.
We just gonna say everywhere.
Just about everywhere.
The European market is where it's at right now, bro. Like if you get tapped into the European market,
I've heard a lot of rappers in the States say they singers too.
Hell yeah! If you could tap into the European market, that's where it's at right now.
Bro. Yeah.
So, have you toured outside of the States at all? Like outside of the U.S.?
It's just like basically like here and like you know what I'm saying, like here.
Okay, we haven't really. Like, to just keep it all the way real, we haven't toured yet. We were supposed to, but COVID kind of
came and stopped everything.
Yeah, that fucked a lot of shit up for everybody.
Yeah.
That put a big stop on entrepreneurs and like artists of all kinds. So like, I can see how that could affect touring.
Yeah.
What's your end goal? What's your goal for the end of this year? Like, I know everyone usually makes a goal for the year or a bigger goal. What are you guys aiming for the end of 2023?
I just want to be a better person.
Yeah, and be very successful. Be more successful.
And keep going and keeping positive mind frame and
When you say be more successful, what's the definition of success for you? Because it's different to everybody.
Just be successful where I can help I can help other people
that want it.
That want the help.
That won't help. Because some people say they won't help, but don't show that they won't help.
Yeah.
They want you to do it for them.
Yeah, there's help and then there's giving a handout.
Yeah. There's opportunity and a liability.
Mm-hmm.
And I would rather for somebody to say thank you for the opportunity before
it becomes a liability.
Yeah, then they become enable. And trust me, nobody likes to deal with an enabler.
I'm not. I don't have a lot of interviews out in North Carolina happening right now. But who are some artists that you guys work with out there that I should tap in with?
Let's see, V. Let's see, Wax.
Well, yeah, A-Wax.
A-Wax.
He's in Greensboro.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you can, Beach Johnson. All those guys.
And then these are all people you've worked with in the past as well.
Yeah, like all of them was trying to get my words right, was showed us by Big V.
Yeah,
like, cause we met them through him, and they're pretty cool people. Yeah. We met them at one of his album release parties back in 2019. Matter of fact, 420. Yeah, we met them in 2019, and they were real cool. Matter of fact, we did a video with Wax. Yeah, he's part of our video.
Matter of fact, we got a song called
Set It Off Remix, and he's on it.
He's on it.
Yeah, and there's a video with it too. It's kind of like a mini movie. So.
Yeah. Okay. You said you you have one more visual that you're supposed to be shooting. What track's that for?
Rap Street Blues. Yeah, it's the last record on It's Good to Be True. Yeah, it's the last record.
I haven't checked the track out, so what's the message behind that track?
It's just, what I'm saying, don't get distracted, just continue on being yourself. Like, you got any fake friends, get rid of them, because you don't want to like down your energy messing with fake people.
And we just cool like that. It's so many words. We cool like that. We got the cool like that. I'm cool like that. Yeah. I forgot who sings that song. Yep. You just gonna.
So, as a duo or as solo artists, like do you feel like your message is the same as a solo artist and as a duo, or do you have different perspectives when you're doing different things?
Well, for me, it's like basically I say it's like basically the same. It's basically the same. Whether we're together or we're just doing solo songs or projects, it's basically the same with me.
How about yourself?
Yeah. Sometimes sometimes you try to change the subject matter because you don't want everything to sound the same. Yeah. 1 minute you may have something that's uplifting, then the next minute you might want to be on some rah stuff, but you're keeping it to what you keeping it as yourself, or you may have something for a special person or something you will see in life. You just try to switch it up. That's one thing. We learn how to do. It's all about surrounding. Yeah.
And the question I've been asking a few guests lately is, before music came into the picture, you wanting to chase it full time, did you have an idea of a career you wanted to do before it was music?
I knew that was going to come up.
Wrestling. Like I said, we big fans of wrestling.
Yeah, and plus I wanted to be the first black Bruce Lee, but apparently The Last Dragon beat me to it, and I wasn't born when The Last Dragon came out. I wanted to be Bruce Lee.
But wrestling was like our biggest thing.
And that's what we wanted to do.
That's a popular sport. That's a popular sport out in North Carolina too, right? To this day, it's still popular out there, right? Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's real popular here.
And it's like underground, like the underground shit that's popping, right?
Yeah, because what he put me on to it was a bunch of people on YouTube that did backyard wrestling. That's what we did. We did backyard wrestling. So I was a big Rock fan, so all my persona was just him and
Steve Austin and people like that. Yeah, Stone Cold.
I can't keep up with the wrestling dream. I got old needs.
Yeah,
I feel you on that.
I
feel you on that.
Back, so I can't. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, you can manage someone.
Yeah. I thought about it, but I thought about starting up a company and bringing it back, but. And actually doing that, but I was like, no, I'm more into the music now. So
yeah, I wouldn't mind being a Paul Heyman just a little bit, managing being somebody's mouthpiece, Yeah. Then now if you turn on me, that's it. I quit. I don't want to do it no more because that's not in the script.
Are you a wrestling fan too?
I grew up watching it a lot. Yeah, I stopped when I got a little bit older, but I mean, I watch it here and there still. I have nothing against it. I still mess with it, yeah. But I like the underground stuff, like you guys were saying, like the backyard stuff and like just the stuff that's not made for TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's where it's at. That's what they call real rap.
Yeah.
Real rap.
Have you ever met Bret Hart and all them?
I haven't. I wish. I haven't though.
Yeah, that's my boy.
No, the only wrestler I know someone in my family met, and this was a long time ago, was Andre the Giant.
Oh,
man. Because he was in Montreal a lot. That's where I'm from. So, like, my family members used to, he'd be in the bar a lot drinking, like, mad beers. But, like,
like
this guy could finish, this man could finish so many beers in one sitting and still, like, walk out straight. Like,
yeah, and he'll kind of, like, sometimes pass out in the lobby from, you listen to the story, they say he did that.
He was a wild, big man.
Yeah, he lived his life.
But he was also kind. That's the difference with him.
Yeah.
So what? Nowadays, like the artists that you said influenced you, like when you first started out, what about artists these days? Who do you guys feel like are some of the artists, industry established artists that might like give you a bit of like inspiration these days?
Well, who I'm listening to now, probably like well, I listen to a mix of like rock and roll too. I like Hardy. You ever heard of Hardy? I like Hardy. I like Drake Milligan. Him. I like who else? Let me see another one. Let's see, Hardy, Drake Milligan, and I think it's one more.
You said it's about Tom McDonald?
Oh, Tom McDonald? Oh my, no, that's my boy. Tom McDonald.
You're a fan of Tom McDonald?
Yes. Everything he dropped, man, I made sure I move on.
Is it the political stuff that you're a fan of, or is it just his message in general? Because you know some people aren't big fans of Tom McDonald, and he's from Canada originally.
Yeah.
So
I like all of it, man, because it's like he speaks the truth. He speaks the truth.
I hear that. I hear that answer from a lot of people. How about you? You a fan of Tom?
I'm slowly getting on to him. I do him like I do anybody else that I slowly get on to. Because like as for me, all the new artists wise, there's a guy from Louisiana. He blew up literally because The Rock played his song. I can't call his name. He's a bus driver, but he raps on the side. I listen to Hobson. I'm a big Kevin Gates fan. Yeah, you know, it's not a lot of
Kano.
Lil Kano, he from New Orleans. I listen to him, and yeah, it's just a few. Word,
okay. And with the video that you guys said you were working on, when do you think that'll be released?
Whenever we start, because right now we're in the situation right now where we're like shooting a movie.
Yeah, we got a movie
coming out. Yeah, that we're shooting that and all that. And once all that wraps up, we'll get back into the music video because I kind of miss shooting the music videos. I can be one with myself, you know, when I'm in front of the camera.
Tell me a little bit about the movie because that's also part of that's another story I wasn't familiar with. So what's the movie that you guys are working on?
It's called Life in the City,
and it was originally supposed to have been about bounty hunters. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And this was 9 years ago. Mm-hmm. With the plot came up 9 years ago, but then as time progressed, everything started changing. Yeah. So if you listen to the name of the title, Life in the City, I'm like, well, that has nothing to do with bounty hunting. So let's just make it about everyday life, and that's what it is. It's about a 23-year-old mischievous kid trying to make it
in the music industry.
Yeah, trying to make it in the music industry, and his friend, who's a successful construction worker, is trying to tell him, "Yo, that is not the way to go. Yeah. You got to work at it." But he's hard-headed. His family can't get through to him. So, hey, we'll see where his dream takes him if he puts work in.
Yeah. And how's that been going for you guys? How's the filming and everything been going?
It's great.
It's great. I mean, it's fun. Like I said, once that camera on, that's it. There's no turning. There's no turning back. The camera's on. That light blinking. When you hear the word action, boom. Like I told you, I always wanted to be Bruce Lee. So why would I be scared for the camera?
So, with the message you guys convey in your music, which is a more positive, uplifting message that you guys try to retain on. Like, what's some advice for new North Carolina artists trying to come up right now? What's a couple pieces of advice that you give them?
Be yourself. Be authentic. Don't be afraid to do what you do. you're doing your music, just do your music and just stay authentic.
Yeah,
and stay true and stay true.
And do not get caught up in no mess, because one mishap can ruin everything.
The whole thing.
Just like in sports, one injury can cost you everything.
Just like the old saying go, one bad apple spoils it all.
Yeah.
So, hey, if you want to keep going, don't worry about this other stuff.
And don't give up, man. Don't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Put both feet in there. You either sink or swim. If you can swim, you're going to swim. If you're going to sink, you're going to sink. So,
yeah, you in or you out.
Yeah. It's probably it's probably some of the advice you hear the most, but a lot of people, it's the way people say it is how people will accept it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think the more that people hear it from more people, then the more they're going to feel like maybe that is actually good advice. It's not just something people just say it as an answer.
Right.
But yeah, you're definitely right. I like the fact that I like the whole idea behind Trew Khonsequencez.
Thank you.
The premise of it, the meaning, the track, the Stay True. I think that was the one I put on the story today.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one with the trillionaire Devno, right?
Yeah, Devano. Yeah, that's
Devano. My bad.
You
Devano.
Yeah.
I got trillionaire, right? Trillionaire is the most important part.
Huh?
Trillionaire is the most important part of the word.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's manifesting of a dream. Yeah.
I feel it. And is the trillionaire come from the old Southern slang, like Pimp C and them?
It's just me. That's something I want to be in. Like I want to be a millionaire, billionaire, then trillionaire, and then be, have it all.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Don't we all, brother?
Yeah.
So before, like I said, I'm gonna have to make this a 2-part episode on some unexpected visitors. But
okay.
Before we pick up on the next episode, is there anything you want to leave the guests or the viewers watching now or later with some insight on? Anything you might be dropping soon, or any advice you want to give them, or anything about yourself?
Well, he has a new record called "You Out."
Yeah,
it's on YouTube.
Go get that.
Yeah,
go get that.
It's gonna be on all streaming platforms. He's singing. It wasn't my idea. It was all his.
Yeah.
I was just kind of eavesdropping. Yeah.
And if you need any beats, man, like I said, hit me up.
Yeah. There also we got our beats. His beat stars is in the link up top. It's in the description on both pages. Go follow our other Instagram page, TrewGo252. That's all up there. He has 2 beats up there. More will be posted.
And also check out my brother Ray's. You need the beats, hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Get in contact with him. Hit him up and let him know something.
Yeah.
Let him know.
I say we got something new. We got something new coming. Yeah. We can't tell you just yet. It kind of spoils the surprise, but we're looking at the fall now. Yeah. And
just keep me looped in, bro, and you guys come back on whenever. Let us know and promote.
We got you, man.
Yeah, you already know, man. I appreciate you coming on for episode 115.
All right.
I'll let you guys take yourselves out. So again, this is Elite. This is Trillionaire. Say it again.
Devano.
Trillionaire, Devano, and Elite. Episode 115 of Car Chats. I'm your man Hanley from On the Line With. Episode sponsored by Diamond Rising. Thank you for coming on, guys. I appreciate it. I really like the family dynamic behind you guys. I really appreciate it, because a lot of families aren't able to work together and like try to get to the same stack that you guys are trying to get to. So I commend you guys for doing it for as long as you've been doing it, and I hope you continue to do it. And we'll catch up again soon for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Always.
It's been a pleasure, man. Like I said, anytime,
I appreciate it.
We always around.
And same here, brother. Just hit me up anytime.
All right, man.
All right.
Will do.
Family, take care, bro.
All right, you too.
You too, man. Peace.
Peace.